Flavor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. Right at the 20. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play. And that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Looking to throw. Weaver escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, That clock has been sped up.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Haney. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back on the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Back to throw. Weaver. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now here's a carry heading left. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They start on the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Trubisky. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Weaver, space to maneuver at the 40. And he will find his man on the outside. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Being chased out left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And some space here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on 2nd down. Weaver under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Off the play fake. Weaver. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays will run.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless. Football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Jones now in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger. trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Oakland. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Detroit.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99. Detroit. Detroit.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return, this is Haney. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Weaver. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Finding room at the 30, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver, flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Give him 5 on the play there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook to get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker, and this Browns defense stands tall. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football the second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Weaver eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Now Franks for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. On second down, here's Trubisky. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Raiders on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Back it up. Good.
Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Trubisky to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for a